Welcome to the Night Show! I'm your host, your Grand MC, your Knight of Entertainment, the one, the only, TK Diz, Isaac, Quickstep, Aeon, Orion. Now we're going to go full charge once more through our nightly adventure of Final Fantasy XVI, as we have another tale from the Kingdom of Entertainia. Now let's go talk to Joshua. Little brother, little brother.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
Remember when your dad's like a duke?
Rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Whatever the hell he did those 15... Actually, fuck, 18 years, was it? Yeah. So once again, like I said, we're going to have a lot of side quests to go through. But once we finish the side quests, well, we'll reach our ending. Of course, we'll go and face Ultima. Because as we all know, eventually our fight must run end. Run to its end. Words, lyrics, beats, all must run this river.
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's no weapon spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not
more
ask
snow
someone
daisies.
who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Oh no, it's right back to the hideaway.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Come back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to go all the way here.
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal.
But I mean, you know, let's be honest, at least Clive was thinking to ask the right person. Could have asked the blacksmith. Which would be really freaking weird if he did.
Say what you will, Lady Karen is... Bless your toys.
What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept
You would
record
ask
of travels, you see.
Yote, of course
So
you
I
would.
asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Alright. Now where did he... So now that that's
And how might I help the garrison?
ready, let's move.
Seems the Duke's had a change of heart.
Okay. Oh, so we need to go up here. So I'm going the wrong way.
Haven't seen any of those beastly.
On the road again. On the road again. And now for the rest of our journey, Chocobo! We ride, White Hearts! Full charge ahead! I want to ride my Chocobo, Chocobo.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coast.
From the beginning.
Let's start there.
Also the coastline. Sure, why not?
Look, brother. You see them?
Punch! You were gonna stop me with a Worgen? Come on, I've been killing Worgens since Kata. And here's my best trick. Come on, give me another, give me another. Mega Flare! Dots, dots, dots! What do we love? Dots!
What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one.
Well, last one, first one, third one, don't matter. Because guess what we're gonna do? Did you guys guess? Did you guys guess? Color of lasagna? Rah, rah, I'm a dragon! Your reinforcements meant nothing. You were nothing. I'm not even gonna give you the dignity of Omega Flare. You're just gonna fall to my darkness. A mortal blow.
That was harder than I expected. I found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Snow daisies.
Do you think Jill will like them?
Hello. You know, oh, got 89.
Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Oh, the little brother being supportive. He's giving us a moment with the love interest. I love it how it says return to the hideaway. And that only updated once we reach the hideaway. So it's return to the hideaway. And speak with Jill. Not so just speak with Jill since we've already returned to the hideaway.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You know, I honestly wonder, the more I see Estelle, I keep reminding of the original Versus 13 character that was apparently in the trailer when it was when 15 was still Versus 13 and she wasn't Luna. The character is Stella.
Tried to.
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line.
Probably because the only person she would have been able to marry was Clive, and the mother hated Clive.
A pawn at best.
So very much.
I felt so trapped. So lonely.
So much.
I didn't know.
Just so
But I wasn't
much.
alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the
Hey,
tree.
welcome to the the ocarina. You haven't missed much.
From there, I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come.
Dawn for the darkness.
That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins.
Ooh, she doesn't want us.
After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Maybe then we'll end up in, or is he? Yeah, he always, yeah. God knows we've been hearing things about a crossover from 14. I've heard inklings of a crossover between it and 14.
There never was much
And
good.
honest to God, I'd love to see who would
But it'll have to do.
write
I'll treasure
14.
it forever.
Because they would write characters in 14 in these situations, or how the characters from 16 would react to the characters from 14, because
The flowers,
they live a whole different world.
everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Does this mean she'll be traveling with us? Snow Daisy, Garland. That's another thing that's gonna say. It's not the thing we're not using Shiva. Nothing against it, but against Shiva. Ooh, Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Okay, see, that one I understand. But it does make me glad. All right, now that we did that side quest, we're going to go back to the hideaway. Because you see, we have Well, 1, 2, and at least 3 more quests. Quests to go. But we also have Balmund's Dark as well. Wait. No, it's just the circles making it seem that it looks like it's farther. Because we'll go there as well. I just want to do these ones first. Alright, concern for Jill. Alright, so we have... No, Search of the Tomb we already started. So, In a Mood, I guess, is our next one. Because, yeah, this is the quest we got from Val. And so, In a Mood would be for our dog, Torgal.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Hey, Torgo has had our back this entire game. There's no way we're not going to have a moment with him. I love how to finish visit Torgo. We're not talking to Karen despite her giving us this quest. It's Torgo we're talking to. All right. It's rear docks.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen herself.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
You gotta especially think about this. Sid has been dead at least for 5 years, so...
Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
Especially he waited 13 years.
Let's get that thing off you.
Like it did it. He's his own loyal dog.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
And Sid was watching over the guy for 7 years. And that's only 7... Then again, is he a wolf or a dog? I'm a little confused by that sometimes. But he's a frost wolf, so then again, wolves have the same idea of dogs. They're 7 years old. 7 times a human year.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated.
The Summers part I just find is
You've been a
funny.
good friend to him.
Because it's not anything to do with Summers.
Talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Alright. Well, let's follow Torgal. We're really just wandering with a dog.
Alright, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west. Toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery?
The what?
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Alright, where are we going now? Northern Words, yeah, it's not here. Oh no, yeah, the port's right here. I see Jill is traveling with us, but I don't... Oh no, there's Joshua. So we got this party makeup one last time. Because I got a feeling Jill's not going to come with us to face Ultima.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without us.
We'll be waiting here.
Thank you. We won't be long. All right. Hop in, boy.
Sometimes there's just nothing I can say to these moments. I gotta let them just play out.
Those trees. Come on.
Seriously. Sometimes the names just get me. Mist, Ash, Storm.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince. Shield. Son his mother could love.
Aww.
Had I been any one
Damn.
of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
That's... I don't know how to respond to that.
My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up.
Truly, a loyal hound. Only Odysseus can have such a loyal hound.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
Oh, you think this was over?
All right.
We're gonna have
all
Momo.
right. I'm coming.
Thanks.
I think I know where we're going.
I always feel like they're gonna jump the trees, but it also might just be because the air was pointing up.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it,
Good
we
moment,
wouldn't
bad
be who we are
moment.
today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Charred sparring stone. I love how everything's just displayed in Clive's bedroom, like nothing.
Sorry.
All right. Next place, or well, next side quest. All right, so I think that should be all of them in. There's still one in the reading room. If it's showing up because the looking for a tome, I'm pretty sure we have that. Because isn't the whole point of why we're going to Balmung Dark? Unless a new side quest showed up. Search of a lost tomb. Did we not? Oh, I guess we didn't.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
No, I didn't read the prompts, but weird. Then what started our Balmung? Oh no, Balmung Dark was the curse breaker. I'm mixing up my side quests. A sentence I never thought I'd say, but let's be honest, we're also getting a lot of side quests all at once, so that's why I'm mixing this up. Alright, well at least after this, that means the book quest is done, and then we can go to Balmung's Dark. Although I want to leave that one last, especially if it's leading to a dungeon.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Alright. Didn't even mean to do that, but hey. Alright, let's go talk with tomes. Tomes. And yet not one spell book.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. She didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
True history?
Which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give...
When our scholar and our smart guys don't know what deals, so you know we don't have a lot of information.
What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Well, guess where we're going? Back to that asshole's kingdom. At least he's a dead man. Alright, now I gotta make sure I'm going to the right one. Nobody's tool, so no. It's nice that we have our friends behind our back. Although I tried to spend Torgo when I meant to do the Chocobo. I feel like it's interesting, despite if you don't notice, they both get Chocobos as well.
Run like the wind.
Full charge ahead! Wait, am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I'm going the very wrong way. Full charge ahead! I want to ride my Chocobo. Ride! Ride! Yeah, I'm skipping the mobs because we're levels higher.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
I love how you could tell that by if you can think you can tell just by looking in the house. Like, what the hell kind of house do you expect to see? Loot this bitch's house.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
The first emergence of magic items was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known as the bearer of the heavenly blessings. The wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessings were allotted as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful awards for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion, led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous in their disapproval of the foundings of the church, while the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state. They were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers. For bearers, efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from the holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up the meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for 9 generations, and decimated the population of men and bears both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valetian people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valencia came together to sign the Continental Accords that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before. Being the unblessed only excuse for their calamities, refused to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. Damn.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
We can all agree on one thing. Bears have a shit lot. We didn't even leave the town.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you from a distance.
Why?
So to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
And we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Aw, he thinks it's funny.
Let's see, shall we?
Especially they think they're going to win. Starting off with Titan. Sorry, this guy's got the title Inquisitor? Are we facing the Inquisition? You don't expect that? The Valencian Inquisition? Well, if anyone should be joining the fight, let's show them what knights can do.
It's over.
Boom. Well, we might not have expected the Inquisition, but they were not prepared for us. Yeah, Magus, Yep, I see you got the reference I was going for there. Aw, we didn't kill you?
But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history.
Say what? That's not...
took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation
That doesn't make sense.
they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book for now. The world is small.
I don't know how to respond to what he said.
We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
I'd love to know. Alright, to the hideaway! No, wait, yeah, she's over here.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
From a distance.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one.
Are they trying to say history's written by the winners? I mean, I don't know how to respond to this one.
Inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me,
I'd like to continue my work here. Remember,
I don't think we're
Clive,
gonna fire you, Vivian.
when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Scholar's Bonnet. Alright. Damn, there's a new quest available? Damn, I think we had all the side quests done. Alright. Well, seeing how I think these are the last 3 we have, or I hope, I'm gonna go collect... Oh, yeah, because there's not one up there. I'm gonna collect these 2 over here. Oh no, this is 4. We have 4. Count it off. I'm gonna collect the 2 over here. And we're not gonna come back to the hideaway until we complete all the remaining side quests we have. They're... well...
Sid, you have to help us.
With what?
not until we...
You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
get through the ones we have.
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
A little worried about Mid myself.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the...
Well, once more again, we acknowledge the fact that for some reason we keep calling Mid's area a dungeon. And not even the fun kind of dungeon. Where I can go to a dungeon fight and like literally just kill everything as a high level. Alright, so is the other side quest here though? No, I think it's on top as well. Or maybe I'm wrong, it was down there. I really wish this was just a full loop.
Books made quite an impression on the children.
And maybe we can start that side quest before we talk to Mid. Wait, I'm confused. Maybe we have to talk to her. Maybe she's the one who's offering it, that's why it's next. The only other person here... There's nobody in here. Could be maybe the side quest is for Mid. So we'll only see it until after we talk to her.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this
But
doesn't
the
into the
dialogue.
skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves?
I would
What if she
say,
weren't bound to anything
in fact,
at
we
all?
never got...
It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to
God flying.
themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them?
Magic.
Not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering?
I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill.
No, I guess Ned's not the one who's doing it.
This bone while I'm there as well.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Where's this so-called quest I have? There's a bloody quest here, but I can't tell. Am I running in the opposite direction for it? Wait. Don't bloody hell, the one place I never looked.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. Badbach Conservatory.
Now I feel bad that you want to turn him down.
I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No, I'll go instead.
You're a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
One answer we never apparently will get. What the hell do these other gods have to do with anything? Alright. Now, we're going to go to Ash. As much as I would love to do that final little... Well, first we have to talk to the curse breakers, I just realized.
So, there's a new mother. Fussing over it.
One moment you think you've freed the realm from her fate. The next, a darker one rears up.
I'm just pointing out that this is,
What awaits us when we finally attain release? True freedom? Or something else entirely?
It's because it's a suspicious character. That's what I just want to love about his character. He's suspicious. 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 He's susp. What next are we gonna say? See an Amoongus? Ugh. What do I feel like that was? Strats.
All right,
His name was Baron.
Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it.
Hmm.
Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Alright. Time to go hunt a whole bunch of shit. Why do I feel like we're not actually going to hit anything here? Okay, we're not too far. There, better.
It's well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
I don't remember what happened here. I'm gonna kill you guys because I want to at least kill something while I'm here. I'm not sure why I don't try to fight these guys on the regular anymore. Because there's just nothing to it.
This should be enough.
Alright, now that we got that point, that just tells us there's more quests. At least this time, hopefully I get to fight something that won't just feel like nothing. Yeah.
It was a nasty gash that demon gave you.
I'm just gonna warp right here. Wait, Chocobo!
Ready, go?
To ride our Chocobo. Really, mate? You let me ride the Chocobo, then you take me right out. Ugh. Especially, this looks like a ruined town. I don't think anyone would give a shit. I have more treasure. Yeah, honestly, I really wish there was more variety in the loot. It's either a potion, it's a little bit of gil. This game has weaknesses in some places, and I will admit, some of the drops again, I feel like It's almost always a Withen's hide or steel silk or something. Or a random necklace for us to wear while we're increasing one of our abilities.
Good girl.
I never do.
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide? It looks like we found him.
Finally, at least I get to kill something for this hunt. I'm in a JRPG, I'm not fighting shit. Now we're gonna go full charge on this bitch. Come on, you desert Tor. Like a flare. Dots, dots, dots! We've got dots! And giant frickin' lasers. Ah, what a glorious day. Glorious day. Slash, slash. Punch! Boom, boom. How do you like them apples?
Nice try.
You've been staggered, and now you're facing the slicing dice. And a dragging laser. Punch! Boom.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish them.
But before we do that, one more. Wait. Hmm. All right. Wait. Chocobo.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Also, I just realized that quest I was thinking was not the quest I was thinking of.
The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
We're not alone.
Woo!
That'll do, girl.
Alright, we'll finally finish this little guy off. He's been one of our quests from the beginning.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Honestly, the more times I hear Chadwick, the more I just think Chadwick Boseman.
Let me check the
And
ground
then
floor.
how sad I
The
get,
thickest stick
because
is there.
we lost one of the
Search
greats.
upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer. right.
So, did the key do nothing? Inspect.
So this
Okay,
place
give me
was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Okay, so going up is not the way. I don't know, I'm just standing here. Ah, fuck it. I think there's 3 that we can just go this and consider it full charge. We have enough dots for now. Yeah, I think he's gonna say the point of these. I'm not gonna read them.
What happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
What do we got here?
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs.
Alright, looks like we covered everything we needed to here. Nah, this cannot be the way up. Especially I know we came up the way. Damn, I really wanted to see if I could get them all. I mean, I know it's possible, but still. Damn. The overkill for just the one guy left. Ooh. How impressive that punch is, you gotta know he did not have a fun time with that. Especially when he's so damn low health.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
I really hope our friend didn't die, because that would suck. Also, hearing the name Chadwick and the person being dead just sounds like a bad reference. I'm not gonna waste the Mega Flare right now. Oh, Giga Flare I can do. Yeah, I literally cannot turn to face my opponent. Slice! E-dice. That's the one we use. Oh damn, I'm still on the roof, I just realized. Explains why the enemies responded. No, where? I'm on the roof, I said. Words. Where was the way down? None of these paths seem anything special to remember them, honestly. It's not like a map tells us shit. Okay. Oh, loot. Hey! Found the way down.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Ugh, hit it too early. Let's see what we find. Loot. Amber. Oh god, I hear a crying child.
Survivor. And she sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Be ready.
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away.
Aww.
He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Oh. Is Chadwick holding the line?
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Let's go see if we can save Chadwick.
You're safe now.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Okay, so it's apparently not this way. No, it's right there. Now, the better question is, how the hell do I get through? Because this does not look like it has an entrance. Seriously. I get that we're in an arena, but come on, man. Ah, there, finally. Where's Chadwick, bitch? Oh, damn, this is a bounty? Damn, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, God, the Blood Knight in me is gonna be happy.
I can't let that happen. Get him!
Wasn't expecting a Mega Flare in a position like that, but okay. Charging me laser. I'll say this, so far he's not the most, he doesn't feel that strong of a fight. Honestly, he just comes so far, it looks like he's come across like a big behemoth. Even if you take the fact we're 5 levels higher than the guy, he is not, his health is dropping way fast. Mega Flare. Honestly, God, I think our lower ranked marks were doing better than this guy.
Farewell.
Ha! Finished it with Dark. Boom. Level 46 too. Nice. Any good spoils? Nah.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Where's Chadwick though?
No.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Oh.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize.
We all are sad at the loss of Chadwick.
Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to
I will be honest, I'm very curious how Black Panther 2 would have gone if he didn't pass away. May the man rest in peace. Still think they should have recast him though.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Well, if you gotta go out like a badass. At least he saved a little girl. Alright. Now while we're here, we'll turn in our other 2 quests. Or the other quest for Mid. Since we didn't finish the, Actually, no, it'd be better to go finish that quest than... Actually, no, because I just realized there is one thing we're missing, though. Since we do know there's one more side quest. Which also means... next episode, we will definitely be returning to our fight against Ultima. God, I wish Clive would move faster in the hideaway. Making him... Aw, I didn't get enough time to read that. Master Clive, I am aware that the matter is such greater importance which demand your attention, but if you should find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness, Prince Dion. Yes.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Returns the quest.
Lawsman Hippocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And
Hey, a prince who cares for his people is a good job.
He bore it alone.
You should.
Until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries
We're
across the
hunting
ages
something.
agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust.
Mm-hmm.
The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Alright. So we're gonna go fight a wyvern. Good. Alright. Tale to tell. Let's do this one first. Alright, now, let's see, just to make sure we're not going off in the wrong direction. Okay. Chocobo time! I want to ride my chocobo. Ride, White Heart, ride! You're making this journey a lot less annoying, Ambrosia, and quicker. I wonder, will this one turn out to be a markbacks? Ugh, God, I can't jump that. Let's just see the map. Zoom in. I'm not even in the right spot. And now I feel like I'm going further away.
That'll do, girl.
Alright. Looks like that's it for Ambrosia.
Hopefully the registry's still here.
I feel like there should have been another step here, but...
Conditioning. Disposed of. I
Damn.
wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I really thought that was going to be a
suicide note.
cutscene.
Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Did he?
This must be the registry.
Lithications come to conditioning lithication. Damn. Did flight, attempted discipline. Damn, these are kids. Holy shit.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse.
Motherfucker.
But where is the architect of all this misery?
Please let me kill him.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
You know that if you notice, when we use the gigaflow and everything, it's slowed down.
Nice try.
I mean, I've noticed when Joshua and just now in one of the fights, Jill was moving, both moved incredibly slow. Duh.
Farewell.
Boom. Nothing more.
I'm done
Alright.
here. Let's get the registry back to...
Well, first we're gonna go. We still have to stop by and go to our nice little hunt for a wyvern tail. But nonetheless, we're on the road back home, and soon to Ultima. The Angry Gap. I love it. And Chocobo.
Run like the wind.
Ride, Ambrosia. Ride, Whiteheart. We gotta go full charge. I want to ride my Chocobo all day.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over.
Damn.
Flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
I mean, I would assume that would be it, but...
Safe.
I probably feel slow right here. How fucking... Purple flowers near a waterfall. Okay, so no, we're too far for that. Maybe right here, actually? Oh, right here. Aw, you mean this is just a flower? Well, at least fight you. Rah, rah, I'm a dragon. Come on, stupid lit word. And I'm 8 levels higher than you. I did not mean to use a mega flare. Oh, whatever. Launch. Flip the table. And now go full charge on the attack. Slice and dice. Nothing. Alright, that's dead. Alright, that should be every side quest we got. Nothing left to complete, so now we will go back to the hideaway. We'll turn them in one by one. Alright, start with Tomes, because he's the closest.
Wolfman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Alright, I guess we're gonna have to go get Dion. You really think that would just been a cutscene, to be honest?
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves.
Remember, he wants to fly us there.
The Lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him.
Why?
Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him.
Honestly, he probably cares the world about you, Dion. Like, compared to the last blonde ruler we came from the Empire, she was evil bastard. Also, don't forget about Olivier, which, I gotta be honest, for a vessel of Ultima, he really didn't do much in this story. You almost wonder if you cut him out, would he have changed much? But then again, I'll be honest. After reading and hearing things about fanfics that decide it's better to change things they don't like to fix it, and just removing characters, it's just,
my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail?
Of course, for the guy who's basically a dragoon.
The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm. For only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Aww.
Our roots do not define us.
No
wonder my stepmother didn't like him.
If the stepmother's the same one we're talking about, I don't think that she liked anything.
With memories I had thought long lost.
Because honestly, she might have been in someone who you could understand where the young Clive got his looks from, but she was not a good woman.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. or more precisely, my Stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes.
Sometimes I just don't understand the words they use.
All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Again, another thing that's just in his chamber. A Stolas quill. Bahamut's mercy. We don't need any mercy from Bahamut. Alright. Time to turn in the next quest. Well, watch. One of these quests I'm turning in is not going to be a turn-in. And there's still more to the quest, which will probably be saved for next time as a little bit of a lead-in before we do anything for Ultima. And I'm not making that mistake to go the wrong way. This one, because I know for a fact it looks like it should be the ending.
That you traveled to Ash. Cid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body, nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy
The
to
bear is doing not chopped well.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Well, that was a dark idea, but yeah, an orphanage where children were just getting killed, and like, you can't even tell a guy, why did you get to survive? But at least he's turning it heartwarming. I'm glad that's not the last quest we turned in for the day, because that would have been a very bad way to end all this.
Tell me this is all you need.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me, this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Well, at least it's something quick in the hideaway. Literally, the kids are just up here. You gotta wonder, what was the whole thing with the gear?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
You
Since
kept
you
it in the
left,
bag of bits.
we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
He's pretty sure they've disassembled things without putting the proper part back.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now.
No.
But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Alright, let's go turn this into Mid, and this may just be the end for this little side quest, and which means our side quest work should also hopefully be done, which means soon, Ultima, soon.
Did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most
That's
important
adorable.
job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see. That should do it.
Do we have a flying ship now?
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Titan's tits, damn.
Wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other.
Tell me this game has no airship.
Homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying.
But we weren't.
Imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that...
I miss Sid.
People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mythical engines to Zemeckis and sling him over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
Wait, does that mean she's not gonna...
Hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it isn't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Well, it looks like we're definitely not getting a flying airship.
I can picture it now.
Because... well, let me be honest, a flying airship would be really weird. Because we're not really exploring a world, and we don't need anywhere that we need an airship to fly. I mean, literally, we're gonna have Bahamut fly us to the skies.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Alright. And with that, aiming high has been completed. As with it, hopefully our last side quest, so that we get another thing for... well, looks like there might be a bit of... nope. Yep. That was the last side quest. And nothing on this map. Alright, yeah. This says complete now. Complete. 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 Even the hideaway, complete. You know what that means left? It's all left to Ultima. So on that note, unfortunately, we'll have to wait until next time. But without further ado, I hope you enjoyed our show. Share, favorite, follow, like, spread it around. If you know others who will be entertained by my show, send them my way. I'll happily entertain you all. Also, don't forget, subscribe. It can only help the channel, and especially more will be opened if we can get enough subscribers. Till next time, this is the Night Show, offline.